What's going on, y'all? It's Mason Bleasdell, your Austin real estate agent, and I've got an exciting one for you today. Something that's actually exciting because I literally used to live 3 streets down that way. Before I got married, we lived down that way, and so many cool memories in this part of Georgetown. They say location, location, location. Both Chesmar and Pointe homes are opening this brand new community, Highcrest Meadow. I'm excited to take you for a first look. Let's jump in the car. There's a lot to show you for such a small community. All right, y'all, so jumping in the car, there's a few real key things that I want to touch on with this community. Now, this is a smaller community. There's not going to be a ton of homes here, and there's only 2 builders to choose from, but very rarely truly do I think that a location, and the product that you're getting is actually really unique for the area. And, it's that uniqueness that creates desirability, uniqueness in location, uniqueness in build, and of course, price point that you have out here. So there's a lot to talk about. Sadly, this neighborhood is so new. Nothing has been fully released yet. They're working on building some spec homes right now. And the Chesmar model is almost complete. The Pointe model is not super far behind, but jumping in, let's first talk about, what's around. Like, why do I, keep harping on this location? Let's talk about also pricing and what's available in here, and then a little bit about what your lifestyle is going to be like living out here. So if you're looking at a map, we are just to the east of downtown historic Georgetown. The square, Southwestern University, we are right next to. You've got super easy 5-minute drive access to the square, where you're gonna have live music and tons of restaurants to choose from, fun shopping, multiple coffee shops, brand new burger place just opened in there. Like, so much to do. They've got live music on Friday nights and weekends. Like, it really truly is a special spot, and it's unlike any other suburb of Austin. It's crazy. When I was growing up here, Georgetown was kind of that far out, like, day trip kind of town. It's obviously been swallowed up by Austin, but because it was that town, it really has a character all of its own. A lot of people, so many of you guys, my clients, want Georgetown specifically for that. This location is unparalleled. There's nothing else like it that offers, a new construction home this close to town, at least not without paying a multiplier of the price. So by far and away, the most interesting and unique thing about this community. Now, speaking of, let's talk some of the hard numbers. Frankly, one of the reasons why I've sold lots of investment homes around here, why a lot of people like it, is that tax rate. Tax rate here is 1.78% for property taxes. If you're not from Texas and you haven't, maybe dove that much into it yet, Texas has some of the highest property taxes in the entire country. Now, of course, you don't pay income tax, and that's supposed to kind of weigh itself out. But it's a big shocker to people, especially when they come to Texas for the first time, to see what that rate is. If you're looking at a rate 2.5%, you don't even have to go far from here in places like Hutto, where you'll see 2.6, 2.7. Having 1.78 is massive to reduce those carrying costs and show them down as far as they can. The HOA is not going to include many amenities with this one. The amenity is the location, but because of that, you also have a very small HOA fee, so that's a huge perk. And, all in all, again, it's really about location. Now, from this location, what's it going to actually be like to live here? Your HEB, just down the street. You're going to head down University Avenue, and you'll bump into the brand new one at the Wolf Red Shopping Center. And that Wolf Red Shopping Center has all of your big things. It's got your Starbucks, it's got your Target, it's got Chick-fil-A, it's got some nicer restaurants in there as well. It's got a bunch of your daily shopping, things like your AT&T store. It's got a day spa, like pretty much everything you could need. Again, this town was set up as its own town, not as a suburb of Austin. So it's really self-dependent. You don't really need to go into Austin for anything. While we're at it, let's talk schools. This is zoned for, of course, Georgetown ISD. The middle school, you can literally almost throw a rock to. The elementary school is just around the corner for this one. And then Georgetown High School is also just around the corner, all very short driving distance from here. Now, if you're commuting to downtown Austin, you know, realistically, that's when it starts to push it. If you commute downtown without traffic, you're looking at about 40 minutes or so. Full disclosure, when my wife and I got married, my wife obviously works in Austin, and I, of course, do with this job quite a bit. So moving closer to Austin was one of the criteria for us. That's the only reason we've left Georgetown. We've even talked about coming back. So just be aware, if you commute into Austin, you know, be aware that commute's going to be a little bit on the longer end. You know, I've moved a lot of you guys that work for Tesla, working at the Gigafactory. It's 31 minutes. You jump on Highway 130, get there very, very easily. And using 130 and using 35, we're dead between the two. You do have pretty easy access to get around. Now, to the airport, it's about 35 minutes, very, very easy. You know, the only one I'd be aware of, just if you commute to downtown Austin, be aware if you're doing rush hour traffic, it can be an hour, sometimes even a little bit more. So that's my only con for this location, if that does apply to you. Now let's talk some housing in here. So both Pointe and Chesmar offer different products, and they all have their little signature twists. They're both, though, considered high-end builders, at least in the production space. So you are going to get really nice windows. You're going to get double high ceilings on some of the floor plans, the 2-story plans. You're going to note special features and a lot more customizability. You know, Pointe, you get to go to the design center. Same with Chesmar. So if you're wanting a build from scratch, you want to choose everything and make it a perfect home for you, this is a great option for you. And again, you're not on the other side of Georgetown. You're not getting farther away from things. Here, you can literally walk to the Southwestern running track. That's something I did when I lived here, and go for a run in the morning. Like, it's so convenient, and there's so many really cool perks to this neighborhood that really, truly make it unique. And having higher end builders like Pointe and Chesmar in this price range is just awesome. Now, speaking of, one of the things that a lot of my clients are looking for is a 2-story home with a double height ceiling. You know, having the openness, having the grandness when you walk in, and of course, frankly, the natural light that you get from having more windows that you can get from having a double height ceiling house. They're very, very hard to come across, especially under $600,000. You actually have that here. So we're gonna make a quick pit stop. I just want to show you in one of the under construction homes that have that, and again, just show you how unique of a product it is. All right, y'all, like I said, we had to make a quick pit stop. Now, this home is still under construction. It is not done, so of course you have to use a little bit of imagination to see what the walls are gonna look like, but come on inside and check out this floor plan. So we're starting here on the back patio, and again, check out this double height ceiling that you're gonna have at this time. All the natural light, all the windows. Open concept. Anyhow, just super, super special, especially to have this in the low, mid $500,000 price range. It's just unheard of, especially for a location this cool. So if you're looking into a home in Georgetown, whether you're comparing this to some of the other communities, if you're looking for something unique, definitely reach out. I'd love to be that resource of choice for you. Mason, Bleasdell, call, text, email me anytime. My contact info is down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next time.